Howdy folks, and welcome back to my channel, Gaming with Distractions. My name is Curtis, otherwise known as C-Money, and welcome back to Satisfactory. So, this is part 2 of my offline save. I did a tour the other day, and I have done so much work here that I'm like, yeah, we need to do another tour here, as well as discuss a dilemma that I have. So, as you can see, I have a jetpack. Things are just so much faster. I have all the cool bells and whistles and toys. I'm about to complete phase 3. So it's hard for me to go from this to my online save, especially with the fact that I'm in the same spot and I don't want to do the same thing over again. So what I would like to propose is on my online save, I pack up my stuff and move manually, or I just start a new season, and I was leaning towards doing the desert, but there are 4 different places. So this is the grassland, so we wouldn't skip that. So there's 3 other options. I'll let you guys pick which option. I believe they go from left to right, hard to hardest. So I'm fine with harder. I'm fine with different terrain. It's areas I'm not as familiar with. I've been there a little bit on this playthrough, but I don't know them like I know this area. So what I need from you in the comments, tell me what to do. Am I moving current save or current season, or am I starting a new season? And which biome you want me to select. And I'll insert a picture here so that you know which are the 4 biomes. So here we have grass fields, we have rocky desert, the northern forest, and the dune desert are the 4 biomes. Okay, so let's carry on. So before, I think I was ziplining on the power course to get around. I can't remember if I had this. I might have had the 2, but we've done some improvements. So there's a little accelerator. I've redone all the tubes. I've curved them. I've done a blueprint of the connectors so that, here, I'll just pull one up here. So these are the connectors that I'm using to help speed up when I'm going through things. So anyway, just want to show that. I'm gonna actually head back and do the tour over there first, the original starting spot. Yeah, this is much faster to travel back and forth between the 2 areas. So I can't remember if I had the elevator. It's been a while since I've done that update. But yeah, we have elevator. Do I need this elevator for this? No. Do I do it because it's cool? Yes. Okay, so over here, and I don't have these in factories and stuff just yet. That'll come. But this is kind of like an excess place. So if I have excess ores, I'll throw them in here, pick which ore it is, they'll smelt, and they'll go into here. And at that point, if I don't have something in the constructors that I need, I'll just delete that belt and I'll just store in here until I pick them up. But in this case, I also picked up iron ingots. So they're smelting, going into here, and I have an alternate recipe with these making screws. So there's 3 of them, and then they go into these chests. So these 3 are producing screws for me. I think in the last episode I kept calling them nails. Anyway, my bad. This here is something cool. So I'm making alien DNA capsules. So when I defeat a bad guy, one of the bad fauna, I get the little remnants, and then I put them in here, and then I make the alien protein. And you'll see here, I do have a summer sloop in there. So that means that when it ordinarily would do one alien protein, it produces two. And I have one in here too. So my one carcass or stinger or whatever it's called will go in, produce two alien DNA, come into here and produce 4 alien DNA capsules, which in turn goes straight over to the awesome sink. And the awesome sink is producing me with some coupons, which where is it? There it is. I got 5 left right now. So, update in here. I have all the management items. I have all the organizational items. I do not have all the customizer options, but we're 8 tickets away from that. I have all the foundations. I have all the walls and roofs. I have all the architecture, and then as you saw at the beginning, I did buy a coffee mug because it's cool, and all the cool kids have them at the beginning of their videos. So I'm like, I want one too, and then useless but fun. What else? I believe this area was here before. In the I do have my blueprint creator. I have the second one now, but if I want to work on existing blueprints, I can't use them. Anyway, I'm using this for now. I might upgrade to the other one later. This was my biomass system, my SAM system I would have showed you on the last one. And now this should be a factory and they should be separate, but I kind of have this combined into this little contraption. I can just put the items that I need up in those and then come here and select what I'm working on. Like sometimes it's reinforced iron, sometimes it's rotors. Yeah, I can just come and make them in here. Ordinarily, I'll have them feed into those 2 chests and then create whatever item is in here. So, for instance, if I wanted to make... I'm sorry, what's in here right now? I'm making smart plating. So I would make rotors in one of them and then reinforced iron plates in the other, and then they would just feed over to here. And then they go into here. So anyway, this should be an industry. It should look like a factory like this, but I haven't done that yet. So this is taking up a lot of power. Oh, we now have this radio signal. So when I go to this radio tower, it does a signal, and that signal will tell me the items that are in this circular area. So if we look over here, there's 23 of those, 2 of those, 1 of those, 1 of those. Also can show the fauna and stuff, but what you see here are the minerals and stuff. So and their purity. If it's something I've currently claimed or have something drilling or mining it, it shows as claimed. So you can see there's a normal limestone that's not claimed. Another impure one, impure. So yeah, I actually have 2 of these. I have one here, and I have one at the hub. So, but we'll go back to the hub in a minute. First, gonna take the launcher There's our hub right there. We'll come back to that. So, been doing a lot of expanding and growing and setting up lots of different industries. As you can see down there, we're into the oil. And right here is our oil power factory. This thing is pretty cool. A lot of work. A lot of work. So we'll start over here. So this is our drill. This drill is running into pure crude oil. It's grabbing 600 per minute because I have those power supplies in here. So I can overclock this 250%. So on this side, we have 4 refineries. And these 4 are making rubber and heavy oil residue. These 4 are making plastic and heavy oil residue. So the crude oil is just coming in. It's going to all 8 of them. And then in the back, the oil goes in these pipes. And then the rubber and the plastic go on this conveyor belt. And here we have a smart splitter. Ordinarily, it'll come into here, but once it's full, it sends the overflow on the belt. And that's happening on both sides so that everything keeps running properly. And they go into the awesome sink that we have set up over here. And it's important because if any of these back up, it stops the whole process. And we don't want that. So that heavy oil residue that we're creating is coming into 2 new refineries producing fuel. So we got this refinery and that one, and that fuel comes out the back and is coming into these 2 fuel power generators, which are creating power for us. So right now, just zoom in here. Before we had 1900 megawatt of power, so as you can see, we were consuming more than we were producing. So I had to make a second factory in order to bring it up to the 2900. So I'll show you that here in a second. Because I built the tower. I must have taken down the tower. I moved the tower. Oh. Yeah, there's bad guys in here. Anyway, long story short, I had the one fuel powered factory going, and I built the second one. So there's factory number 1 and factory number 2. So I could wall this up and make it like a big factory, but for now we're just gonna leave it in the open. We're just gonna zip on down here. And this here has plastic. And that plastic is making empty canisters. Then over here, we have compacted coal, sorry. And that compacted coal mixes with fuel to make my turbo fuel, which is this over here, which is what my jetpack is using and what my vehicles are using. Right now, it's all shut down because I have no more room. So, over here, I have a separate one. I'm usually making smokeless gunpowder. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, smokeless powder. It's usually what I'm making in here, but making something else different right now. There's some items that I can use these. Where are they? They have them in here? I don't have them in here. Oh, the polymer resin. So use the polymer resin. I have a water pump over there pumping into there as well. And that's making me, it's an alternate recipe to make fabric. And the fabric's just going into here. What I'll do is I'll just take some back and get this running again. So yeah, it's a way of getting rid of the polymer resin. I don't currently have another use for it. I don't know if one exists. But I also built this tubing system to get me to here from the hub. Much faster way of transportation, though it took a little bit to get set up. It was worth it. Boom! And we are at the hub. See, there's another tower there. This is where we came out earlier. Now, there's a little bit of an update to here, too. So, right now, my weapon of choice is a rifle. I don't want to shoot bean. But it's a very good weapon. Let's go find us an enemy. There's usually some over here. It's okay, we'll find one. Yeah, this jetpack, amazing. Amazing quick way of getting around. I hear a noise, like there's something over here. All right, you know what? We're gonna head over here for another update. I have power lines up here in case I want to zip line to and fro. But we have set up a criterium little factory thing that I have going on. So we had little miners here before, and then I got this all set up. And this one's just a regular one. It's just one I come to. I haven't dabbled with the train system yet and the trucking system. But essentially it's just making me the wire here so I can, or the quick wire. I come here and I grab what I need when I need it. Eventually I'll have a train system going and it'll have everything all connected. Eventually. Oh, there we go. So yeah, it makes short work of these little guys. What else? Oh, there is something else. Okay, hold on. Hold on. So let me get us back to the hub. In the last episode, I ran into issues with the coal factory that I had set up. Several reasons for the issue and a couple things I did to fix the issue. So one, I needed to bleed the system. So I turned everything off and then made sure that all the coal and the water had fed through to all the systems. The other thing I did is I upgraded the belts that I was using. Are they MK2s or 3s? I think 3s. MK2s. So it's just getting the coal here faster. Now, I also destroyed it all and rebuilt it. It's actually much, much better than it was before because look at how much room we have to move around. If something breaks in here, I can easily come in and fix it. Where's there a ladder? Oh, anyway. But yeah, much roomier down here. Less compact, but much easier to come in here and fix something if anything breaks. And then yeah, it's all nice and clean and feeding to here. I think I am going to do a factory to close this all up. Just not at that point yet. So I did create a little catwalk walkway because I saw in someone's video, someone commented that the catwalks can be hooked up to the top of most of the different factories. So maybe it's just the ends, but anyway, so there's that, the coal factory, fully operational and working. Then over here, I brought in, it's bringing in coal, and then from over here, it's bringing in, I believe, a pure node of iron. Yeah, it's pure. And this is a MK1 drill. So, bring 120 a minute. Then we are combining the coal and the iron in this beautiful building here. As you can see, I've messed with colors too. So, the coal comes in, the iron comes in, and they go into here to form steel ingots. So I have 2 of those that feed into 3 constructors. 2 are making steel beams, and 1's making steel pipes. And then they just have their own belts coming to here. So that one's full. This is full. That's almost full. And this is empty. I could route something over to there, but I'm not in a need to do that just yet. And like I said, I am going to dabble in a train system here soon to get things to a central point. I believe that's how that works. So over here, we have coal coming into here, as well as sulfur. And with that, currently I am making black powder. However, that condensed compacted coal that we need, I have an alternate recipe for coal and sulfur to make the alternate compacted coal. So if I come over here, I can grab this coal and take it to the fuel station to make the rocket fuel. And then I'm making gunpowder in here, which I can also take over to the first fuel depot and make the smokeless powder out of it. So we are grabbing the sulfur from way over here. Oop. Bad guys. Lots of bad guys. Oh my god, just my rifle just in case we need it. Uh-oh. Oh man. Oh yes. So yeah, this is where we're getting the sulfur. This is the closest sulfur. And it's a normal node, so we're getting more of it. But as you can see, we're getting more than what we need because it ain't moving. And then down here, whoa. If we head on down here, this is where our pure quartz nodes are. There's 2 of them, but right now I only need 1 for what I'm using it for. So they're each going into their own constructor. And this one here is making me silica. And this here is making me the crystallized, or the quartz crystals. So, very exciting. And again, I just come and grab the stuff when I need it. I will probably set up a tube system at some point to make that an easier process. But again, too, a train system is really what I need to be focusing on. To get all these resources into one central location. We're just gonna head back to base because oh, maybe it's not ready. I thought I was one of those reinforced frames away from completing phase 3. Hold up. I don't even know where I have those. Down here I have computer parts. Here I have computers, engines, lots of different things. Oh, crap. Wow, don't I feel silly? I purposely left one empty one thinking that I could complete it with you guys when I did the tour. Oh, sorry. The wrong machine. Let me get over here. I'll put those in. Alright, so I will have to resume crafting those. I can't remember, were they in here? Don't think so. This is kind of cool. Because it takes 4 different things, I do label them so that I know what's going into them. And then something like this, where it's a plate, I can just construct the plates here. So, anyway, I am going to have to change things around and I'll start doing it from here, I think. Okay, so what do I need? I need modular frames and steel beams. Modular frames. Oops. There we go. So now I know what I need to put in there. Oh, this so sucks. Don't know how many modular frames I have. Good amount. And with the steel factory just being down the waterfall there, that's easily accessible, but I'm gonna take these, but I'm gonna leave one behind. Oh, no, there weren't any. Okay. Sometimes there are items from the previous thing on the conveyor belt, but there wasn't this time, so we're good. So we're going to need more steam than we do modular frames, which is fine. We have lots of steel just down there, readily available for us. So, yeah, that, my friends, is the tour. There's a cool view from here. I think it's the tallest craftable item in the game. Aside from the space elevator, but that you don't climb up. Seen people try to shoot their way up with a cannon and stuff. So yeah, this is what it looks like from up here. Nice little spot to have a coffee in the morning. Down there's that one thing. Yeah. So, again, let me know in the comments. Am I moving and sticking with season 1? Am I starting a season 2 in a new location? And don't forget to pick which location I will be moving or starting over in. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. You can also share some feedback in the comment section. I always like to see new ideas and new suggestions. And yeah, we'll see you in the next episode. I felt like I was leaving everyone disappointed or let down. So I went ahead and I made the rest of the missing frames so that we can complete phase 3. Woohoo! So I'm partially excited and partially scared because I think things really amp up after this. Oh, here we go. Seal it all away. All right.
Welcome to the Project Assembly Pioneer Progress presentation. Congratulations, the Phase 3 project part shipment is finally ready for delivery. On delivery, Phase 3 will be completed and the main body will be constructed. You should know how this works by now. You'll get access to Tiers 7 and 8 in the hub.
Hover pack.
In fact, perhaps you should just go look at the technologies there yourself. It's all laid out so that even a monkey could understand it, so you should have no issues. Speaking of which, I don't think you need a reminder about project parts. Instead, I will be providing some interesting facts. Did you know the average pioneer succeeds at saving the day? Did you know the average pioneer knows how to optimize pipe throughput? Did you know the average pioneer stays late at work because they care about humanity? Anyway, I thought you might want to know more about your peers. Good luck in Phase 4.
Thanks, Ada. Oop, okay, here we go. We're gonna send. I want a good vantage point. What about up here? This will do. Was it so exciting? It's gonna continue the build.
Phase 3 of Project Assembly completed. Fixit's predictions indicate pioneers should generally reach this point faster with above average results, but we should all adjust our expectations according to the situation. It is understandable. The pressure and complexity will only increase from here, so be sure to take on Phase 4 with efficiency and competence.
This game is so awesome. Looks so good. Alright. That was Phase 3 completed, and yeah, let's go take a look at these items. Don't even know what those are. Can't see them here. Yeah, well, that's probably stuff we have to unlock anyway. So, aluminum. Sorry. Hover pack. Hello. Yeah, we're gonna select that. Conveyor belts and lifts. MK3. Hazmat suit. I need this. I keep going to areas where it just wants to kill me. Wow. Okay, that was tier 7. This is tier 8. Drones. Oh, nuclear power. I don't even know where to start with some of this stuff. Ooh, empty fluid tank. I do need that for something. Turbo motors. Miner MK3. Oi! Yeah, amped up is right. So, I'm going to work on that. I will bring you guys back on an update, and then we will either move or start season 2 with the online save. And yeah, I'll just bring you back for updates on this from time to time. So thanks again. Toodaloo.